Welcome to my channel. Today I'm walking on the street, and it's a very cloudy and cloudy day. It's cloudy. It's like it's going to be raining, but it's all a good day. Sometimes the rain is good, but I am afraid of rain. Sometimes I'm afraid of putting my foot in the water. Not I'm afraid of rain. I love the rain, but when I have to walk in it, I don't like it. It's kind of funny on my feet. But having some rain is a good thing. It's not really a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have some rain. But on and all, it's a blessing, right? Always a blessing. Right? Guys, I've been watching something on the news, and it's very touching. It's about kids. I always talk about the kids and being obedient and so on. And sometimes warning comes before destruction. So when we as parents speak to our kids, we're not speaking on behalf of the earth. We are speaking because we want you to be good. We want you to be great. We want you to be okay. That is why sometimes we warn you. I say, don't do this. Don't go over there. Don't go to the river. Don't go to the park. You're gonna ask why I must not go. And there was some kids that like say, oh, you're so negative. You're so negative. Everything you're throwing. Somebody is using a blower. If you hear the noise, it's a blower. Somebody is blowing. But it's negative. But sometimes, guys, it's children. It's for the betterment of you. If somebody said to you, don't do this, don't do that. They're telling you not to harm you, but for the betterment of you. It is for the betterment. Your dog barking, guys. Dog barking. It is for the betterment of you when somebody said to you, don't do this, don't do that, don't go over there. Right? It is for you to understand and to obey, because sometimes you don't see your danger. Sometimes people see it before you. Like me, I take advice from anyone and I do my own investigation. Right? I do my own investigation, my own interpretation. So that's what I do. Right? Because it's not a great feeling to be mourning and to be groaning and to say if me didn't know. If me is no is not a great word, it's not a good word, it's not a justified word. If I did know, it's not a justified word for you to say yes. I'm speaking, I've been justified. It's not a good word. Now it's a serious time and a dreadful time. And some of you may say my vlogs are boring, but I mostly do speaking on my vlog, speaking on my channel. I'm walking now and I'm talking. I mostly do talking because I realize that I have a special gift. I love to be talking. I'm very friendly too. People who know me, once I go into with me, you get to know me. Yes. Although some people judge me the wrong way. People judge me in the wrong way. People sometimes look down on other people, look down on me. I would say, oh, no. But people is different. You may know them, think you know them, but you don't know them. They are different. You may know them of a kind. For instance, a person will get irritable and agitated, and you will say, "Oh, she just easy to get ignorant or agitated." No, there is other intelligent side of the person that you have never met, you have never seen, because you don't have the time to see them. You have the more time to judge and pass judgment on other people. You understand? So you don't get the time to know the person, know the person's capability and what they are about. Right? You have to get to know first before you pass your judgment. A lot of people judge me, but I don't care about the judgment. Right? You're free to judge and you're free to do what you want. Free to say what you want, free to do what you want. Anyway, I almost reached somewhere that I'm going, but I will finish talk to you later on. Walking and talking. Yes, as I was saying that we have to hear what one another. You have to be disciplined as well. Discipline is something that you have to instill in everyone, and we all have to instill discipline in ourselves and use our listening. Listening, you have to make listening be an order of the day, and so on. Sometimes in life, our fear sometimes, has to, our bigger than our doubt. Because sometimes our fear sometimes, our faith, I'm mixing it up. Our faith must be bigger, higher than our fears. Because sometimes you have fear in you and you feel afraid. But the afraid that you feel, you can't let it deter you. You have to let your faith be higher than your fears. Right? Because sometimes you feel afraid, and when you're afraid, sometimes you don't go forward because of the fear that you have in you. You're unable to reach where you're going. So, the less fear you have, and the more faith you have, and faith without works is also dead. Faith without works is dead. You have to let your faith work together. Because if you sit down cold and feel like, oh, I can't go forward, then you're not going to be going anywhere whatsoever. Because sometimes the plan that God has for us, we don't know the plan that is there for us. Because for me, example, I was working at a place for many, many years, and for days, upon days, upon days, I have not taken a day off. I have never taken years. I haven't gotten a leave. And one time, me and one of my co-workers had it big time one morning, and bam, I got 2 weeks suspension. And I said, oh, yeah, this is my leave that I, was due, that have not been taken. So this is like a leave. This is not really suspension. This is my leave. I took it and I go back. And when you take a stock, I started to get less hours. Than started to get less hours than I always had. And then after that now, things start to go right instead of go left. Till one day I travel overseas, and when I come back, they give me no hours to work. When they gave me the hours to work, they called me and said, "Hey, you go there sir for 4 hours for the day." I take up my phone and I said, "No, I'm not going. I just left the work." And guess what happened? It's not have been the worst for me from then. It has not been the worst for me from I left that job, right? So sometimes you're at a place in your life and you feel like, oh, I can do better. You can do better. You can do good, better, and best. You can be greater than what I've expected, because I tried to do. I'm better than when I was working. I'm not better than anyone, but my life has been better than the 8 years I've been working with that company. My life has been better ever since. I quit, so sometimes there are things that's holding you down, and you got to quit. You got to call it a day and quit, right? Because sometimes the plan that is there for you is more than you can imagine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Share. Hello. Share with everyone you meet. Share for me. I need my channel to reach to 1,000. I'm in my channel for months, but it's not raining. I don't know. But I would like you all to subscribe, share with everyone. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all.